Hi, good morning, guys. Welcome to TLC Tarot. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you're all taking care of yourself. I myself have been very poorly, so I wanted to kind of jump on here because today's the day that I feel health is coming back into my life. So you get that spurge of energy, don't you? But I wanted to come on here and just to let you know, if no one has said to you thank you for everything that you try to do, big or small. Thanks for cleaning the dishes. Thanks for picking up the toys. Thanks for, that little text message. Thanks for just giving a shit. Thanks for being you. Then I want to say it to you. I want to just say that from what I can see here and from what I'm currently feeling, and comments that I'm hearing from a lot of people are tired. They're really tired, and I'm hearing from a lot of people that they've also been sick. So I think we've all been, considering, we've only just come into a new year, and it's meant to be a new year, new you, and we're supposed to do things differently after Christmas, aren't we? I do feel someone's really, really burnt out, and that is because we have body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. So again, we're after Christmas, so maybe it's too cold to go to the gym. Maybe, you know what, I don't want to go to the gym. Self-acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole, being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our divine oneness, dear divine. Yeah. I feel like someone's just saying, fuck it, I can't anymore. I can't. True offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Yeah, I just kind of feel like it feels like a dog show. No disrespect, people. It just feels like a dog show. I kind of feel like, when they get the dogs to run through the hoops and they have to run up the little ladder, and they have to go in between the lines, and they have to do all this so that some judges can score them on their looks, their agility, their intelligence, their obedience, their listening. I really feel like you have just been going through all these hoops and challenges, whether these are like pressures you're putting on yourself, or these are expectations and responsibilities that others are putting on you. And I don't think anyone's ever stopped to say thank you for doing that. Like, I don't even know if this is anything you wanted to do. I just think it's something you've ended up doing. So whether this is just adulting, or you're just going through the motions right now, because that's how very much it feels. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of passion or excitement here on a personal level. But you need to be careful, because I think like you could be run down, so if you do have an office job, don't be so hard on yourself that, you haven't got a thigh gap anymore. If you've been doing stuff for other people with a true offering card, don't be surprised when people expect only their needs to be met. Self-acceptance is, understanding what you need to do for you as well. There needs to be a little bit of balance here. And like it says, working on yourself is endless. So you can't do that while you're doing a million other things. You are going to have to try and say a few more no's and book some time out. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, then you have this is my new Oracle deck, Whispers of Aloha by Angela Hartfield. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Assemble your desires, gather your skills and materials for your purpose. Okay, so when I hear gathering the skills and materials, gathering takes time. It kind of makes me feel like, cavemen, cavewomen. So you had hunters and you had gatherers, according to the Croods, right? Apologies for the noise in the background. So someone has to take time plucking the berries, if we're going with the caveman analogy. Please stop. Please stop. This puppy, people. This puppy. someone, you know, you have to take time, you have to pick the right berries, you have to go to the right spots, you have to me, this feels about reflection. You're going to have to just take a minute. And maybe if you have been poorly or something like that, that's something that this is offering you. That you're having a time just to sit down, you know, you're having this week or a couple of days while you're sick to not put anyone else forward, but to actually think about a few things like, I can't keep running myself down. I can't keep doing all these hours. I can't keep doing this, especially if it's going to make me ill or something like that. So we're going to read from the book. Let's see what this says. A fresh undertaking has been veering for your attention. You have visions and inspirations and have felt the tug to begin, but are yet to start. This quiet longing may be to write a book, journey to see a friend, take a whole new role, or revamp a space in your home. Move from desire to destination by immersing yourself into a project. Lay out the details and take pride in the process of creation. Focus your knowledge and skill, eliminate unnecessary information and distractions, and stay on task. Naming your project can help bring it to life and clarify your aims. Research and determine your best course of action. Use visualization to engage your imagination and to positively charge your beliefs and feelings about your project. Be diligent while working on this new venture. Establish checkpoints for yourself and hold yourself accountable. The energy is here and ready for you. A woman stands tall and centered. She looks inward to align herself with her vision. As the sun warmth recharges her motivation, the hour represents focus and learning. So this talks in the book about the goddess who is connected to the undertaking of tasks in Hawaii and the beauty of nature. Oh, it's one of is it Pele? Is that how you? It's one of her sisters. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her name. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So it talks a lot about Hawaiian culture, the aloha beliefs, and the meaning. Okay. It's very interesting because it brings about so much consideration, mindfulness, and love for one another, the planet, and everything. So it gives you a little bit of history. Yeah, so this was really, wow, from the story that's about how the sister survived Pele's rage for a man she was in love with. I won't go into that here, but I really do think if you are ill and you need things to change, I just don't feel like someone's happy right now. I think, you know, obviously when you're ill, you're not feeling very happy because you're not your best self, are you? So use this time to actually think about what you can do for you. And what I could honestly say is don't do something huge. You know, if you're like, I'm so sick of this house, I need to paint it. Don't do that while you're sick, okay? Because then you're just going to get overwhelmed. You're going to feel weak. You're going to get breathless. And then you're going to be left with half a house done and it's going to create a bigger mess. So do something in bite sizes. Really think about it. Think about your intentions, how you're going to execute this. Also, I think by doing something like this, you're going to put a lot of other people on hold because you're doing something for yourself. I do think people expect an awful lot for you, or you have an awful lot of responsibility. Okay, sorry, that felt really long-winded. But I think the fact is that someone here is really lacking motivation. I think it might have a lot to do. I mean, there is a health card in this deck. But I just feel this is about just being generally unhappy with where you're at right now. Not liking yourself. There could also be something, someone feels like it's too late. Like I'm too old now, or where did my, you know, it's like one day I woke up and I was 40 kind of thing. So I don't know, but if that is the case, then we have to face reality, you know. Sometimes when we have so much responsibility, we forget to actually live, don't we? And there's nothing fun about being an adult. I don't think personally, but please, if I'm wrong, I'm so happy to be wrong, because you wake up every day, you have to put that coffee pot on, then you have to get the breakfast ready, then you have to get ready, then you have to get the kids ready, don't you? It's very boring. It's very boring. But I think this is about embracing the boredom and finding a way to make it yours. Maybe with a new mindset. Okay, Four of Wands reversed. Yep, the harmony, the happiness isn't in a good place right now, if it exists at all, right? Eight of Pentacles. Work, 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 work. Three of Pentacles. Is this you or somebody else? Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. Alright, let's just lay the cards out and see where this goes. Because I don't want to say too much too soon. Eight of Swords. Look how trapped she is. Look at those crows. Look at those crows. Look at that negative thinking, those thoughts. Five of Swords. No wonder you're burnt out, babes. No wonder you are burnt out. Whoops. King of Swords reversed. He's a mean mother, isn't he? Mean mother lover. Bottom of the deck. Temperance reversed. Okay. Four of Wands reversed. I'm looking at this though. So this is like, is this a broken home? Is that why you're exhausted? You just can't do this anymore? You're trying to make it work. You're trying to make something that's broken work. Aren't you? This could be with the self-acceptance. Yeah. Maybe coming to, yeah, maybe starting to accept that you can't do this anymore. You can't flog a dead horse, right? Can't flog a dead horse. Okay, can you see this over here? Ten of Cups reversed. Three of Swords reversed. Oh my gosh. It feels really sad, guys. The energy of this feels really sad. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And Three of Wands reversed. Okay. Wow. Bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles. Okay, wow. This feels like a breakup. It does. It feels like a breakup. Wow. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, Six of Cups, Empress reversed, Moon reversed, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, this kind of feels it's not working, guys. And I'm sorry to be the one to say it, because it feels like you don't want to hear this. This other person doesn't want to say it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it may be time to move on from something. Move on from something. If this isn't love and this is family or this is work, then please, you know, come on. Don't. You have to remember, this is very general. I haven't got your energy right in front of me, so be flexible with it. Be flexible, because it could be work, it could be friendship. Doesn't have to be romance, does it? But it's definitely someone that you've had some kind of soul connection with, that you've possibly known for a while, a very long time now, maybe years. I do see what's popped out of the deck is the King of Wands, the Fool, Justice, the Queen of Cups. Oh my god, there's loads. And Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, to me this just feels like this comes with the Assemble Your Desires. So I think this rest, if you are ill or something like that, or you need to take it up, or you may need to have a rest to actually have a really long talk with yourself, because you're about to make a very serious decision for yourself about a connection or a situationship in some sense. And again, it doesn't have to be love. It can be work, it can be friends, it can be family, but whatever it is, it's very, very heavy. I feel for a long time you felt left out in the cold. You felt very rejected. You've never felt good enough. Not appreciated, things like that. The other person, you know, they know things aren't flowing smoothly. They're not in a good place themselves. We will get clarification on that card in particular. And then the Six of Pentacles. And I think it needs to come back to how are you both going to give to each other on some level. I'm not saying romantically. I'm not saying emotionally or something like that. But maybe it's about, some homes work better when the parents split up. It just does, you know, because I don't feel this person is at their best self right now. So if you need to take some time to actually have a little think about how you're going to do something, what it is you want, because for me, you have been holding on to a dead weight here. And that's horrible to call a marriage or something like that a dead weight, isn't it? Let's see with this Four of Wands. Let's see with this Four of Wands reverse, please. I don't feel like, oh, there they are. I was like, they feel skinny. Four of Wands reversed. Four of Pentacles, holding on too tight. Judgment reverse, not trying to make a decision. Not want to let this go. Ace of Cups, there is love here, my love. You do love this person. You don't want this to end. You don't want this to be over. Or it's built on the foundation of love. And maybe that's what you're holding on to. This started with us being passionate about this, us loving this idea, or us loving each other, or something like that. That's why you put all this time and effort with the Ace of Pentacles, please. Death, gosh. Big changes. You know, with the Death card, or the Rebirth card, should we say, as she says it here. This doesn't necessarily happen on your terms and in your way. This happens because it needs to. This is like a natural disaster to me. Apologies if that's actually someone's situation. I don't mean to be insensitive there at all, but this is when spirit comes along and just lets one rip into your life. This isn't necessarily something that comes along because it doesn't come with your terms and conditions, basically, and it really does shake a lot of shit up. Yeah. I don't think anyone even had time to put on their seatbelt during this moment. So, can you tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles? Try over. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta move. You gotta move on. Spirit is really urging you with this Death and Rebirth card to get moving. This just isn't working. And I know you're holding on to the idea of love. Wow. Five of Cups? Yeah, it's sad, honey. It's so sad that it came out like this. That it came to be this way. But the fighting for it or fighting with each other needs to stop. This is just not good for your body, for you spiritually, or what was this one? Self-acceptance, or for you emotionally. I feel like this is just breaking every part of you. I just feel this relationship or this interaction has really broken your spirit and has left you feeling quite worthless about yourself, very depleted, maybe very ill, unloved for sure, very unloved. And you've probably been in this for a really long time, and it's not true. You're not her, okay? You are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are charismatic, you're dependable, you're fun, okay? If they say you're no fun, you are fun. But in order to have fun, like, the other person needs to do half the responsibilities, the practical stuff too. Can't just be the fun dad, right? That's how this feels. This feels like it feels like a marriage that is just not working. I think you guys have either kept it together for the sake of the kids, or for the family, or for the money, like it's cheaper to keep her kind of thing. That's how this feels. It's cheaper to keep her, with the Five of Swords here. Three of Pentacles, please. Oh my gosh, it's just not working out, is it? It's just not going anywhere. It's just Groundhog Day over and over again. This has something to do with your religious beliefs, like, you know, I don't believe in divorce, or my faith tells me it's going to get better, or I have to believe this person is my soulmate, my twin flame, something like that. You know, I have to believe that we're together. I do think there's also an enlightenment happening here. The signs have been in front of you this whole time. Unfortunately, it is yourself who does not want to admit this is over. And God bless you, because one of your great qualities is you're extremely hardworking and loyal. Okay? Like, if you're feeling down on yourself, no, you're extremely hardworking and extremely loyal. Because I don't think a lot of people would want to tolerate this kind of hard work. So you can add that to your little resume of self-love. Okay? When the chips are down, you're there. Okay? So let's just have a look at this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, please. Is this person just not, I don't feel this person even wants to speak to you anymore. And I don't mean that in like there's so much hatred. I just mean that I think that it's so boring, it's so dead. I don't feel there's any sex life whatsoever anymore. And even when you try to, you may initiate sex by getting dressed up or trying to put a cheerleader outfit on or something like that to keep things alive. This person can't, I don't even feel like this person, I think they'd rather just go and eat a bag of Doritos and play Candy Crush or something like that, you know. There's just no give and take. I really do feel like you're trying here, and this person, like when they come home and they're just like, oh, you go through the routine of, hey honey, how was your day? Great, I love you, bye. I'm gonna go in the garage, or I'll be in my office or something like that. I don't even feel there's eye contact anymore. And it hurts, right? It hurts. Because, oh my God, you are not someone who does not deserve, you are someone who deserves eye contact. You are someone who, when a man comes home from work, he should just randomly bring you flowers and let you know that he's been thinking of you today. Or, you know, he wants to hear about your day, because you are a great storyteller. You are very appealing. You have this energy and this light that attracts a lot of people. But for whatever reason, I don't know, it could be a marriage, it could just be, there's some kind of connection with the Four of Wands reversed here that has completely drained your cup. It's drained everything about you to the point that it's made you feel it was your responsibility to fix, or you're less than, or you're not worthy enough. But I think the fact is it has a lot to do, well, it takes two, obviously, but it has a lot to do with the other person. Okay, so Eight of Swords, please. Oop. Three of Cups reversed, the Star reversed, and the Four reversed. Oh my gosh, I hope that's not true. Okay, for some of you, are you guys trying to save your marriage after an affair? Okay, so that might explain, did your partner cheat on you and then said they'd come back to you? That would explain the self-acceptance and the body. Maybe you don't feel this person would have cheated on you if they were still attracted to you. Okay? Because to me it feels like whoever this other person is, they're kind of trapped. They don't feel this can heal, energetically, I mean. I hate to say it, I also think they're missing the third party. If they ended it and came back to you, I think they really are missing the other person. And I think you, on some level, that's one of your worst fears, right? There's that King of Wands again. Yeah. Oh, God. I hate to say, I don't think your partner wants to be in this marriage anymore. I think they really wanted to, Oh, God. This is a horrible message to deliver. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. This just... Once upon a time, though, you guys worked real well, right? I do feel like you were kind of the it couple. You were the it couple. You have a lot of qualities that probably work on paper. And maybe that's why it makes sense to stay together. Like maybe you're business owners together. And if you are, I feel like you're very motivating leaders. I do feel that you inspire others. I do feel out in public, you're very energized. You come together when you've got a project. So the project could be you have kids together. So you have to go to those school events. You have to go to the community picnics, stuff like that. So I do think you make sense. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so hard to channel such a logic male energy. Because I get yours. I very much feel yours of being rejected and hurt and trying so hard to keep something going. I feel like your partner had an affair. They ended it to come back to the marriage. You've been trying to make the marriage work. This other person's heart just isn't in it. Okay? They can't leave. They can't leave the idea of the other person. They can't leave this marriage. Yeah, so here comes the Five of Swords. So here comes the lying, the cheating to themselves. This isn't, well, I guess, yeah, it is towards you because they're lying about wanting to make this work, aren't they? They're physically there, they're just not mentally or emotionally there, are they? And you know that. I do feel every day they're trying to tell themselves that you guys are a good team, that, you know, the marriage needs to work, you have commitments, you have faith. Again, on paper, it makes sense. On paper, it's the power couple, it's the dream team. And I think this person is trying to tell themselves every day with those affirmations. But the interesting thing is that you're doing the same to yourself. You're just saying, if I work a little bit harder, I can keep it together. If I remind myself of what we had, or, you know, how good we are, the rest will follow. I just need to keep putting into this. I need to manifest into this. I need to work hard into this. Maybe you're reading relationship books, self-love books. Maybe you're actually, I don't know, sorry, I just realised that looks like Bradley Cooper to me. Can you see that? Does that look like Bradley Cooper to you? Oh. Yeah, maybe he met this person at work, and the reason I say that is because it's just, for whatever reason, I haven't even seen the movie. I must be the only person on the planet. But that reminds me of when Bradley Cooper worked with Lady Gaga. Remember they were at the Oscars. He turned up with his partner, and then they did that really sensual scene together. So look, he's looking at the other woman, the brunette, and he's smiling and he's happy, and they seem to. But in the sidelines is she's knitting the red mandala here. Is that what you call it? I can't think of words right now. Oh, yeah. So maybe maybe he met her at work or something like that. Yeah. So he's trying to tell himself why he had to end the third party, why he had to come back to the marriage, or something like that. I don't think we need to explore that one. The King of Swords in the reverse. I do think maybe you are getting this person's kind of projecting all these. How do I put it? All this confusion, all this. He's self-manipulating, and with that comes a lot of like self-hurt, self-punishment, and I think he's kind of like just lashing out at you. You may be getting the brunt of it. So, you know, when he does come home from work, maybe he doesn't even give you eye contact anymore. I feel like you both know he wants to be somewhere else. Maybe he didn't intend for this third party to be as meaningful as it was. But I don't think he can really get over the third party, to be honest with you. I do think he did the right thing in breaking it up and trying to give your marriage a go. But if you're the only, but what's the point saying he's going to come back and he's gonna do the work if you're the only one doing the work? You know, I do think it is making you very ill, and I think it's because you don't know where you stand. You don't know where you stand or what your future holds. Okay, yeah, I do feel the conversations and the terminology between you is a bit harsh, mainly from him. I really don't think he feels like you're going anywhere. And that's awful, isn't it? Because you're not his punching bag. He knows that you're in this. There's no fear of losing you. He knows you're a good mother, you're a good wife, you're a good worker. You know, things like that. So he knows you guys are solid, but he's not feeling very solid right now. He's not feeling very solid. I don't know. I get a strange feeling from him. You just cannot get through to this guy right now. He will not communicate with you. He will not do the work with you. So maybe if you've suggested like couples counselling or a getaway weekend together or something like that, I don't feel this person is open to any of it. I think a lot of it may have to do is when he was in the third party connection, it brought something new out in him that he has not seen for a long time. I'm not saying that the other person is better for him. I'm not saying that at all. I would never, because I don't know you, right? I don't know you. That's not my place. Oh my gosh, my child is freaking out. In a good way. He's watching some kind of video game. He's very passionate about it right now. Jeez Louise. He's stuck though, between a rock and a hard place. Whatever he does is wrong. He's either going to hurt you, he's going to hurt himself, he's probably hurt the third party. God, that must be, if you want to be open, that must be a horrible feeling to know that you're the asshole in every single storyline. You're being an asshole to yourself, you're being an asshole to the person that you involved in this third party, being an asshole to your kids, your in-laws, your neighbours, your friends. You're being an asshole to your wife, the mother of your children, your business partner. Oh my gosh. Guys, I get why this is heavy. 10 of Cups reversed. Knight of Pentacles. I just feel like you guys are going to keep going through the motions. I really do. You're just plodding along. I don't know if you're telling yourself you're just taking each day as it comes, taking one day at a time. But you guys just are not happy. You're not happy. You're really not. And you just want to continue being not happy. Until what? Until we get happy? Or until we become so miserable that we hurt each other even more? There is pain here. There is pain here. Definitely. 6 of Cups. Yeah, we could have children here. We could have children. It could just be that you guys have gone through a lot together. Maybe you're like high school sweethearts or something like that. For the sake of the past, for the sake of everything you've been through, you can't do this to one another. But the fact is, there's cheating going on. Or there has been cheating going on. So how many times are you going to keep having to fix this? Or come back from this? Or rebuild this? Or work on this? Yeah, it does feel very unhealthy at this stage. It feels really unhealthy at this stage. And I don't think you can deny it anymore. I don't think you can. I mean, it's in the reverse. If it was like this, then I'd say it's obsessive. Maybe you're too codependent on this person, but I just feel like what's going on is that both of you are not saying we need to get a divorce. That's how it feels. It just feels like no one is saying it. Three of Swords reversed. Justice. Okay. The Emperor. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles. I do feel if you were to, I just see you being a lot happier if you were divorced or separated. I'm sorry to say that. I'm really sorry to say that. I mean, the Justice can be legal issues like a divorce or something like that. The Emperor, to me, tells me that there is someone else better for you that you could meet once you're single. I'm not saying that would happen straight away. Like, I'm not saying you're going to come out of the courts and that day you bump into your true love or something like that. It could take time because you're going to have to adjust this new lifestyle. But I pretty much feel you're already living a single life. You've just got him in the living room. You've got his laundry to add to yours. You've got his bullshit. Maybe you're very motherly towards this person. Maybe you're very maternal over this person. You take care of them. Which might be another reason why he won't go as well. Like, he knows this works. Like, I'm kind of hearing like, and she can cook too. She can cook too. So, maybe you're afraid to be alone, afraid of actually being single. Maybe you've never been single because you've been together for so long. Maybe he was your first and only boyfriend. Something like that. So you've never had to do it before, but I do think there is someone out there who's so much better for you on every level. Because here we're just talking about the King of Wands, okay? I kind of feel like you guys haven't really... You've grown together as far as you can, but you can't become an empress and he can't become an emperor. Because, what did they say on the train? Like, it's the end of your destination, on, you know, end of the journey, end of the tracks here. I do think there is an emperor who's going to come along, and that will give you the potential to really fit. I think you'll even find new schools. So yeah, you could go to school as well, do something for you. Like, I don't know, maybe randomly do pottery classes on a Thursday evening, or, you know, sell some of your stuff on pre-loved websites. And you might have a niche for it, like upcycling old furniture or something like that. I really do see that once you come into your own, once you're free of this, there is someone a lot better for you. Three of Wands. But it's actually taking that first step. It's taking that first step past that threshold of actually admitting it and doing something about it. You know, really taking the time to think about it and make the decision, okay, I'm going to have to get a lawyer. All right, I'm going to have to find a lot of strength to go through this because this is going to be painful. I'm going to have that difficult conversation with him and actually admit that it's not working and that we both know it and that we've both tried. So it's moving past the point of disappointment and resentment, and that's hard because there's like a grieving period, right? When a relationship ends, there is a grieving period. So the final card is the Three of Wands. Let's have a little look at that. Oh, God. I am so sorry, my loves. No wonder you're exhausted. But you can't really go on much longer like this. You can't go on much longer like this. You're not living your true potential. You're not happy. He's not happy. I just don't think you're appreciated. I'm not saying your husband's an a-hole or anything like that. I'm hearing he is, but I just don't feel like you guys can grow together anymore. I just kind of feel like you're stunting each other's growth here. So let's just have a little shuffle. 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's about having that conversation, isn't it? Having that conversation. Oops. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Yeah, you might need to be around some. You might need some time alone right now. You might need to be around some really good, solid people. People that you trust, people that know you, people that know the situation. Because look, all of this to me in these pictures, she's looking into the distance. Can you see that? Can't see her face. She's looking into the distance, past the icy mountains, past the obstacles. She's having to sit in the uncomfortable, in the freezing cold. I mean, she's not even dressed for the weather. Jeez Louise. What is that on her head? Is that... Oh, it's just a headband. I'm sorry, I thought those were thorns. Yeah. This is about being fair, isn't it? Queen of Swords is very fair. She listens. She tries not to judge, but she's no fool. She needs to step into her own power here. You need to step into your own power here. There we go. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for your highest. I am yours alone. Yeah. I think this is about really accepting the truth here. Accepting the truth, my love. Oh, gosh. Page of Wands reversed. And the Star reversed. Okay. Okay. Underneath the deck, you have the Ace of Cups. This is where I think it's a little bit tricky. I'm not saying watch this and then go and end it with your husband now. Take your time. Take your time. Really think about this. This is why I think if you can, get away for a little while. Go and have some time to yourself, some time, you know, your thoughts. If the grandparents can watch the kids, if you can get the weekend away. Maybe try separation for a while. See how that works for you. Some of you may have already done that. But this really is about just you having a good chat with yourself and thinking clearly. So don't be hasty with this. Don't be hasty with this. We don't want this to get ugly. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I just feel there's no passion there. There's no desire there anymore. And maybe with him being the King of Wands and you being the Queen of Wands, that's really what your relationship was built on. Maybe it's very volatile. Maybe it's very passionate. Maybe it was great makeup sex or something like that. And I just think you've kind of outgrown that kind of behavior now, of fighting for it over and over again. It just feels like Groundhog Day. Whereas, you know, years ago, maybe it felt like it was so exciting. He realised he couldn't live without me, or he realised, you know, that was just a fling, and it's because we were so young that he never got to live his life. Something like that. You know your story. You know your story. Don't make it fit. I do think you want to be sensible about this, though. because you don't want it to get ugly. We don't want this to happen, do we? We don't want it to be you're so codependent on him that you're drunk dialing him, screaming at him 1 minute and then begging for him to come back. We don't want him to get all nasty and say he's going to take the kids away from you, stuff like that. But the truth is, there's just no wish fulfillment here. You guys just aren't happy, are you? You guys are just not happy. And maybe this is your understanding of love, because he is, you know, your only boyfriend, or this is the first time you've ever, you have, you know, maybe it's because you guys have kids together and he's a great father, all this due to the kids and things like that. So you really do need to have a little chat with yourself. You do have the wisdom here. You need to get out of your head, which is hard because you're going to have to get into your head to plan for the next step, right? Temperance reverse, please. There's that Four of Pentacles again, just holding on way too tight for this. I'm hearing it again. I'm sorry, guys. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. Who wants to, I mean, God, who wants to be thought of like that, right? So maybe it's time to really talk to yourself and just 50-50. Split everything in half, you know. He's not happy, you're not happy. Six of Pentacles, woo. Yeah, I really do think it's going to end this heartache. Is it going to hurt to get to be, you know, single again, to be away from this person, to end this connection? Yeah, it is. But it hurts being in the connection. That's the thing. You keep doing it over and over again to yourselves. And all I'm hearing is, I want him, I want him, I want him. But if you actually were to write that down, you know, that's your title, I want him. List all the reasons you want him. Okay? And if you can, even if you come up with like 56 reasons why you want him, do an essay on all 56. Seriously, do the work. Because I want him because he's a good dad. Okay? But he's not your dad. Okay? He's not your dad. He's your baby's dad. Your babies are not you. And I say that as someone who is a very fierce, overprotective mother. Okay? So even as I say the words, they burn in my throat. So I get the mama bear mentality. I really do. Yeah, okay, he's a great dad. That doesn't mean that's going to stop once it's over. If it's a case of he earns more money than me, yeah, that's tough. That one's tough, okay? But if it really comes down to my intuition is better when we're together because of our spiritual connection, emotionally, he's the only person who knows how to deal with me. He's the only person who knows to help me calm down or to rationalize things or to think on a higher level. Mentally, if he's the one that inspires you, if he's like your muse, if he's the one that gets things going for you, always has the entrepreneurial ideas, things like that, those may be the qualities why you've held on. I get it. But from what I can see here with this energy, you both are so unhappy. He's miserable. And he's making you miserable. Because the more